family.
Well, it's our privilege to have you.
Well, thank you.
Okay, so you decided to leave the corporate world here and to just go into this work full, to give yourself more to it?
I had no choice because it was so impossible for me to be at work and just function as just an average person because of all the visions, because the visions became stronger and they became very, very, what's the word, direct. And I couldn't help but, you know, not do this work was impossible. So
Okay.
I just decided, I said, this is it. This is my
This is
calling.
it.
I have to just take
Okay.
this path. So I
All
came
right.
home, told my husband, I said, I'm quitting work and this is my calling. And he was like, we have a mortgage to pay, we have car payments, you know. But I was like, well, he will provide because
Yes.
this is his calling.
Yes. And talk about calling. We have another phone
Another
caller.
phone call. Okay.
And is this Carmen on the phone? Are you there? Hello, Carmen?
Yes.
Well, you're on Let Us Connect.
Hi.
Hi there. I'm so glad
How
you
are you?
called. Oh, I'm wonderful. And my guest sure seems wonderful to me.
Thank
Do you have a
you.
question for her tonight?
Yes, I did actually.
Okay.
I understood from the beginning of the program that this was somewhat in the line of relationships.
Yes,
And
for sure.
my husband was deported to Mexico, and this is between 3 and 4 years ago.
Oh, I'm so
And
sorry.
and he would call at least 3 times a week to see how the kids were doing and see how I was doing. And anyway, at one point, we completely lost contact. I was told by his roommates that he went to a phone to call, and he was gone for about 2 hours, and they started to look for him, and he hasn't been seen or heard from since. And
Oh, I'm
so
so
I was
sorry.
just kind of wondering if you had any idea or could feel
Sure.
And let me ask one thing. How long ago was this,
There you go.
Carmen? Did you?
about 3.5 years ago. I want to
Okay.
say it was definitely between 3 and 4 years
All right.
ago.
I'll turn it over
So
to you now.
4 years ago, he went to make a phone call and no one saw him again.
Right.
And what part of town was that?
It was like right around the border, around TJ's, Tijuana. So that was my main concern, is I know there's a lot of violence
Yes.
in that area. And
What is his first name, Carmen?
it's Carlos.
Carl. And how old is Carlos?
Carlos he would now be 42.
42.
Well, 43. I'm sorry, 43.
43. But he wasn't from Tijuana because
No.
I don't feel that he was from Tijuana. It shows that he was more southeast of Tijuana.
Yeah, he was actually from Acapulco, but
Acapulco.
moved to Santa Barbara, California, and we lived in the Bay Area for years.
Oh,
But
you did.
yeah,
And
then
how
he was.
long were you married?
We been married now for 23 years. I think,
23 years.
since '88.
All right. I did not feel his spirit energy around that area, so I don't believe he's in Tijuana. I believe that I don't believe that. Well, he is alive, so I did see him alive. So I don't want you to worry that he's not alive. I do feel that he's not in that area where he was, and I felt he was. I didn't see him back in Acapulco. Do you know anyone that's related to him in Acapulco?
Well, he did have his eldest brother was there, and I'm not sure if his mother went back again, but I think that's about the only family he still has there.
Yeah, because I don't believe he's in Acapulco. I believe he's more east of that. So I did see him there. So, but I don't feel that he's in a place where financially I did see him being pretty hard up at the moment. So I don't believe he has the ability to connect with you at the moment. So see if you can make a trip down there, or contact the local authorities or something like that. I wish you luck, Carmen, and feel free to give me a call at my direct number so we can discuss this further.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you, Carmen, for calling. Usha does have a toll-free number in there. It's up right now. There
Oh,
it is.
wonderful.
That
I wrote that
877
down.
number, 817-3848, toll free,
Yes.
right?
Correct.
Is that
It's a
you
toll-free
said that was
number.
okay? So,
Absolutely.
okay, very good.
Wonderful.
Thank you so much for calling, and just think of all the wonderful things you can, okay?
I most
In
certainly
this
will.
situation. All right.
You actually made me feel a lot better.
Oh,
Oh,
good.
good. I'm
Wonderful.
glad. Good luck,
Wonderful
sweetheart.
energy. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for calling. Call again.
Okay.
Hope
Hmm.
with good news.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Your energy just goes out to people, and they can feel that, and it's uplifting.
Oh,
We know
thank
that
you.
that soul or any soul is okay, wherever they may be.
Yeah,
On
that
the
was my
side.
main concern, and I was
Yeah.
like, no, I saw him walking, so I said, all right, he is in physical form, not spirit
Yeah.
form.
Okay, all righty. Okay, so let's go on. What were we talking about? And the lines are open. The lines are open. And hopefully, if you'd like to ask Usha a question, we'll get it in here during the show. Okay, Usha, now you again are going to be here in a couple weeks on Sunday on the 22nd of August. And we want to just talk a little bit about some of the things you do, because I know we were just talking about your corporate experience, but
yes.
now you've gone into this work, and you do go to a lot of these holistic fairs.
Yes,
Don't
I have
you?
been. I have been
How
going
do
to
you
a few
like
of them.
that?
It's fun because you get to meet people face to face, and I've met the most interesting individuals. So
Yeah.
it's been a lot of fun meeting a lot of people and
That's
being able
wonderful.
to help. And that's what I
Yeah.
go with, an intention to be present, to be able to help
That's
whoever's supposed to come during that time. So
Fantastic.
absolutely.
Well, look at what we met. Look what
Exactly.
this has led to.
See?
You know,
Exactly.
it's an amazing thing.
Exactly, and it was because of a show. So
Yes, that's
yes,
right.
so people can come.
Okay, so
Yeah.
your specialties, and you can do, and we'll talk a little bit about these if we can. Your clairvoyant and psychic readings.
Yes.
Okay, so you can come to Usha or call in right now and get a short clairvoyant or psychic reading. And also you connect with loved ones on the other side, don't you?
Yes.
That's really a big part of the show, it seems
Yes.
like.
Well, yes, a lot of people are interested in finding out if their loved ones are still okay, if they've moved on, if they've connected with other family members or loved ones, friends, relatives, you know. So it gives them some solace, you know. And recently I had to put my little dog down.
Yes.
And so I was feeling her presence when I was at the show. So it makes you feel warm knowing that that soul, that kindred soul is okay.
And that she's near,
Yes,
Coco,
yeah,
is near
yes,
you. I remember
Coco.
that. That's
Thank
wonderful. We
you.
have Grace on the phone, but I just wanted to ask you before we get to you, Grace, I just wanted to ask you what was, have people been asking about their relationships with those on the other side, whether they're still close, whether they're still around and they love? Because I was reading about a psychic, and I thought this is interesting, and we'll get you, Grace, hold on, is that when someone's close to the person, she sees them behind the person a lot.
Behind the
and
person.
I know with one person here, I see his dad standing behind him a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, I see it in a different way. And then if they're not as close, but they're around, she sees him kind of out here.
At a distance.
And I don't know if...
I've
you've
seen
had
them
any
in
of that.
different aspects. So sometimes they will be around, and specifically around when they know that someone who's able to see them
Yeah.
is close by. So
Okay.
just like when you see the father
Yes.
of this young man around him,
Yes.
it's because the father knows that this moment he can be seen, so
Okay.
the son can know that the
Ah.
man is around there,
All
you know.
right,
And it's
fantastic.
not that they usually only gather around,
Yeah.
but it's just when they know that someone this person will be seeing who can see them, can tell this person, they hang around.
They love to come to
They
class.
love to hang around
They
then.
do, don't they? And they still keep learning. Okay,
Absolutely.
let's go to Grace. Welcome to Let Us Connect. Are you online, Grace? Are you on the phone, I mean?
Yes,
Great.
I am.
Okay, I'm so glad you called in. Do you have a question for our guest, Usha?
Yes, I recently, just this morning, had some medical, what do I want to say?
Results?
Not results, but something happened to my body this morning that was alarming to me. And I just wondered if she sees anything with that or if it's just a fluke.
Grace, how old are you?
I'm 70.
70?
Uh-huh.